So, Logan, Walmart just rolled out some changes to its content quality score makeup, essentially. Can you talk us through what was the content quality score comprised of previously and how has that changed with the latest update?
Historically, Walmart's content quality score is composed of content and attribution. So, content is simply the product name, long and short description, and images. Within the attribution bucket, that is product tags and example like back end criteria of where's the product produced or what age group, in combination with reviews. So historically, Walmart has put 60% importance towards the attribution. So making sure your tags are put in there correctly so customers can find your product, and 40% towards content. With this new change Walmart just rolled out, it's actually the inverse. So the new content quality score 2.0, Walmart is putting 60% importance towards content. So product name, the descriptions and images, and then 40% towards attribution. And also within that attribution, a large change is shelving. Walmart is now contributing what category your product is in when coming up with your content quality score and with populating that.
Could you just get into a little bit more detail of what shelving means?
Shelving is simply understood as the product's category, and shelving it's honestly an older retail term. Walmart started out brick and mortar. You walk in and there's shelves. With the emergence of Walmart.com, the digital shelf exists in many different forms. Simply put, it's on the left hand side of the screen when you're on Walmart.com. You see the different categories and fulfillment speeds, and there's different ways your product is categorized. So it's whether you have overnight shipping or you're in the arts and crafts category. There's different ways your product is indexed in Walmart. Walmart cares a lot about that process, and they care a lot about making sure your product is shelved correctly. It actually makes perfect sense that Walmart has added that to the attribution weight. They definitely want to make sure a customer can find your product via the correct shelf and not just search.
Got it. So, one of the big recommendations that we have for brands at Acadia is not to skimp on the attributes part component of building a product detail page, and that's something where other marketplaces like Amazon, it might be less important. It might be all about the content and filling out all of the details in the back end around all of the non-essential or non-required attributes wouldn't really do too much for your Amazon quality score, I guess. But on Walmart, it's like it was, like you said, prior to this change, it was a really big component of the quality score. But now that has the order has flipped a little. But I wouldn't go so far as to say that the attributes are not important to build out anymore. It's still 40% of the overall quality score.
I would agree. I think the change is inspired though by shelving and attribution does not add to Walmart's bottom line or top line. What does add to that is conversion. Is the customer going to convert once they actually get to that detail page? And that's why Walmart has shifted more of the priority towards good content, towards optimized content. Because no matter how perfect the shelving is or the journey is, the barrier is that PDP. And Walmart wants to make sure those PDPs are perfect to their liking, and they have a different shopping experience than Amazon. They have this large in-store component, so the purchase intent needs to be there, needs to be a quick checkout. So, and it makes perfect sense that Walmart is making these changes.
Okay, so given that change, which has basically flipped the importance of um, attribution, attributes, and content, now content is more important. It has the upper hand. And so, what does that mean for brands as they're thinking about being successful on Walmart.com?
Yeah, I mean, I think a brand needs to play by the rules that Walmart is giving you. At the end of the day, the barrier for a customer to purchase the product is going to be that detail page. Sure, it could be like the search experience and the barriers they have with finding the product, but if that PDP is not optimized correctly, and in Walmart standards, they want 75 characters in a title. It's a lot shorter title. They have different description criteria than other marketplaces. So if you're a brand, you really need to be playing by their rules, and you're seeing that in this new quality score. 60% importance is towards the content. So you just need to look at your style guide for your category that you sell in. You need to play by their rules because Walmart is putting a lot more importance towards this.
So there are some data points out there around listing content, listing quality scores. Sorry, I'm still getting the terminology right. And if we get a certain percent, over a certain percentage, those items are more likely to convert. What is the latest data that we have there?
Latest data is an item that has a listing quality score of 80% or above is 2.5x more likely to convert than a listing that's not optimized. And the reason all of this matters is we do need to take it back to the algorithm. Walmart does have an algorithm, and that listing quality score feeds into that algorithm along with fulfillment speed and review count and things like that. But obviously, a product with a higher listing quality score is going to display in a higher position organically, even from like a sponsorship perspective. And something else is Walmart internally is looking at the listing quality score. They're harvesting this data on the back end from their side, and we don't know what they're doing with this data yet. But it is news that they are looking at these listing quality scores and where brands are. And just because we don't know the purpose, we still need to play to Walmart's rules and within their parameters.